Hi, namaste, good evening, everyone. Really good to see all of you today or tonight. Today, more for those in the US. We're still in India, so well, evening time. Good evening, everyone. Tonight, one of my team leader, Nimisha, is going to give the presentation, a very beautiful presentation on the Healing Hands Foundation of dōTERRA. This is one of very important part of dōTERRA, like the mission of dōTERRA, the philosophy. Last week, I presented about the co-impact sourcing, which had, a lot of beautiful projects around the world. And today, Nimisha is going to present on the Healing Hands Foundation, which is very closely related with the co-impact sourcing. I'm really excited for the class. Nimisha, so she's a healer. She's based in Rishikesh. A yogi. She's been practicing, like also therapeutic massages. She's been techniques together for the past 2 decades. She's very experienced, and I'm very excited to hear her presentation today. Hope you guys will learn and enjoy it. So the floor is yours, Nimisha.
Namaste, everyone. How are you doing today? I'm very excited to have this presentation presented to you. This is one of my favorite topics on the Healing Hands Foundation. This was something that was always attracting me. So when I got a chance to make a presentation on it, then I got very excited and happy to do it. dōTERRA, as the name says, is a world-renowned company selling essential oils worldwide. And it was founded in 2008. And a mission from the beginning was to share the highest quality essential oils with the world. Having seen the incredible benefits of using these precious resources, a group of healthcare and business professionals set out to make the mission a reality. dōTERRA sources, tests, manufactures, and distributes essential oils and related products to over 5 million dōTERRA wellness advocates and customers. Company products are sold in 18 international markets. Helping individuals and communities achieve self-reliance is a big job, dōTERRA Healing Hand Foundation brings healing and hope to the world by providing global communities with the tools needed to become self-reliant. It's a registered non-profit organization that helps the communities in need of health, water, home, food, jobs, or other life-sustaining resources. Next slide, please. I personally believe that the purpose of life is to have a purpose. The purpose of life is a life with a purpose. So any work or business that we do should be committed to the environment and communities around. So we must know our life theme as early as we can, and then we should live it as often as we can. That should be the theme of our life. Next slide, please. My name is Nimisha Rattan, and I'm a wellness professional in Rishikesh, India. I have a wellness academy, Bliss Body, that designs programs for the hospitality, travel companies, corporates, wellness centers, and people and places. I started my journey from Ananda Destination Spa in Himalaya times back. And there I had my director, Colin Hall, who would always recommend dōTERRA essential oils in our spa because of its purity, authenticity, and deep penetrating connection with the mind, body, and soul. So I have a long relation with the dōTERRA products and essential oils. Now I'm doing certification courses, and aromatherapy certificate course is one of them. I'm teaching aromatherapy massages while using 9 emotional essential oils of dōTERRA and working on the 9 different emotions of your body. So some of my favorite oils are like Align blend for disturbed and divided energies, Arise blend for enthusiasm, Balance blend for grounding and inner strength. And some of the oils that I personally use are vetiver, frankincense, and lemongrass. I'm also the dōTERRA wellness advocate. Next slide, please. I have a deep connection with the doTERRA team. In 2020, last year, I met Susan on Facebook. They were looking for the market in India for the essential oils. And I was excited to be the wellness advocate because I already knew the product. So I was very much enthusiastic to join this company. Um, Suzanne is the mastermind behind everything, every effort that doTERRA is doing in India and in any other country. And I highly appreciate her. Becky, a beautiful soul in doTERRA. She's always guiding us with her doTERRA informations in the webinars. She's a very strong-headed lady who loves challenges and is a big support to doTERRA. Matt Hall, I have seen him online, is a presidential diamond. He is always inspiring us with his business plans in doTERRA. I love him for being experienced coach, business trainer, and we can see most of his inspiring works and tutorials on his website and YouTube links. He's very supportive to everyone to help establish business in any part of the world. And JC, she is a great soul. She's a friend of mine, a mentor and a wellness advocate. She is an essential oil coach and a specialist, and she's always ready to help her team to grow and develop. She has a great passion to take doTERRA at different level in India. Next slide, please. Okay, sorry. So the vision and values behind is bringing the new standards of therapeutic grade essential oils of the world. The doTERRA company wanted something different that would appeal to all people, from those who knew nothing of essential oils to those who were considered experts in the field. So next slide, please. So doTERRA says that our CPTG certified pure tested grade essential oil products offer natural solutions for you and your loved ones with responsible and sustainable sourcing. Our mission is to improve the lives of your family and the families around the globe with every doTERRA purchase. And people buy the oil for different reasons, like they buy it for calming and relaxing themselves. They want to support themselves emotionally. They think that oils are very pure and natural, so they want to use it. And some for their family's health, some for their pets, and some for want to have a better sleep at night, so they're using, because doTERRA has a variety of products. So each and every oil has its own benefits that fits fine in your life. Next slide, please. doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation is a registered nonprofit organization which offers resources and tools to global resourcing communities and charitable organizations for self-realization, healthcare, education, sanitation, and the fight against human trafficking. And Healing Hands says that we heal not in isolation, but in togetherness. So every time they are empowering the change together. Next slide, please. The doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation seeks to bring healing and hope to the world for lives free of disease and poverty, and to ultimately empower impoverished communities with the tools needed to become self-reliant. All proceeds of doTERRA Hope Blend and Rose Oil Lotion goes to um, Becky, actually the text is not visible as a whole.
Okay. It says all proceeds, the doTERRA Hope Blend Rose Oil Lotion go directly to the doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation.
Can we make it visible?
It's visible here. Can everybody else see the full slide? I can't do anything different.
Because I cannot read it that way. I mean,
I don't think there's anything else I can do. You can't see that?
no, the half of the text is visible. I'm sorry.
Huh. Maybe turn your phone sideways. Are you on a phone or on a laptop?
I'm on the laptop. I don't have it on my phone.
Oh, that's strange.
The pop-up which is there on the other half, you please minimize it. At the top, you can minimize it so that you can see the full slide.
You're saying to minimize it, but Daljit, the when I go to the present mode, it goes full screen. I can't make it minimal. Yeah. Do you want to try to share the PowerPoint on your laptop and then we can do it that way? Do you want to, Nimisha, do you want to try to do it on your laptop?
Yeah, I'm going to open my own, but I'll be saying it from here.
Okay, why don't you
So-
go ahead and do that, and then I can I'll
Yeah,
stop
it's
sharing.
okay. Yeah, it's okay. I can share it now.
Okay.
Can you share the screen and do it from your way? I will do it from my laptop. Yeah.
Oh, so you can read it on your laptop and then I'll
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
That's perfect. Good idea. Okay. Thanks everybody for
Sorry.
what we're doing all these classes for is to work through things. There's always going to be something happening, which is good because then you know, it's all good, right?
Help each other.
Help each other, yeah. Okay, so I think you're on, I don't know what slide number this is, 8 maybe?
7, yes, 8. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So
Yeah.
the doTERRA Healing Hand Foundation seeks to bring healing and hope to the world for the lives free of diseases and poverty, and to ultimately empower impoverished communities and with the tools needed to become self-reliant. All proceeds of doTERRA Hope Blend and Rose Oil Lotion go directly to doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation. As you can see, the picture says the whole story because the world needs our healings and the world needs our hands. Can we go to the next slide, please?
Yep.
doTERRA Healing Hands have certain divine initiatives, and Hope Anti-Human Trafficking is one of them. Approximately 40.3 million people are enslaved worldwide, including labor and sex trafficking, a horrendous reality. Since 2016, the dōTERRA Healing Hands Foundation has been working ceaselessly with many organizations to eradicate modern slavery. To fulfill this mission, we developed the HOPE model as a comprehensive framework to fight against human trafficking. The HOPE model focuses on prevention, rescue, and aftercare to protect and empower those affected by enslavement. The next slide, I have a video for you, which is built by the dōTERRA to educate people regarding the human trafficking and how they can rescue their children sitting at home.
Yeah,
So Becky, can you start this video, please?
Thanks for coming by.
Oh my
gosh, we are
Thank you.
so excited about this partnership
Yes,
that continues.
Yes.
It's gone on.
for years. I think doTERRA was our very first. Been with us for.
It's amazing the
From the beginning.
synergy, man.
Yeah.
OUR, doTERRA.
It's pretty amazing. And today is a really big day. So we're not going to take a lot of your time, but today is a day that a lot of parents are saying, okay, I know my kids are on the computer, but what do I look for? Like, what are some of the signs and how do I help my kids stay safe?
So most importantly, parents need to understand what every app does, what every game does, what Facebook does, what Instagram does and TikTok and everything. The problem is most parents today, at least my age and older, we did not have the internet when we were our kids' age. So we don't get it. We don't understand what it's like to be a kid online, and we just don't fathom that predators could be in mass preying on our kids, and they are. It's the scary. They know how to do it. They know how to follow your daughters and your sons and how to pretend to be something they're not. So parents need to dig in and understand every single app their kid is using, make sure their kid understands every single app they're using, and make sure they're aware of the dangers. That's the number one thing, is just hold our kids' hands and make sure they see this is dangerous. You know, I tell parents all the time, would you let your 13-year-old daughter go bar hopping on a Friday night? Oh no, clubbing? No way. Would you let them have an internet access behind a closed door? Well, yeah, every night. That is more dangerous than the clubbing situation, I promise you. I promise you, pedophiles are waiting there.
And traffickers for too long had no fear that they could exploit children and there was no heat coming on them. Well, OUR changed that. OUR sent a message worldwide. We're coming after you.
We've made awesome progress. Are we gonna do this? Are we gonna beat this?
Yes.
Absolutely.
We now, I mean, we're at a point right now that I have more optimism than ever. People are talking about it. And it's thanks to Sean, it's thanks to doTERRA that people are getting loud and it's happening. I see this wave. We can end this.
Let me say this, Missy. Tim and his team and doTERRA have awakened this whole movement. It's amazing.
It is.
Well, thank you both. I just feel personally blessed to have you both in my life. And
We do too.
the restoring hope is real, and thanks for everything you're doing.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Missy, and
Mish.
thanks to all doTERRA for making this
The
happen.
wellness advocates
Yeah.
are here with us, and they
Awesome.
really want to do something. So restoring hope, we're there.
Excellent.
Thanks.
So guys, Healing Hand says that there are three major steps that we can do it together. First is the prevent. We can spread the word and educate parents and teachers in our community about human trafficking. Children needs to be protected from homelessness and exploitation. They need a hope to belong. Through sharing information, and awareness can be built. Visit doTERRA Social for resources you can share. Meet or write to your local, state, federal electoral officials to let them know you care about combat human trafficking. Ask your family, friends, and community to do the same. Many opportunities can arrive to help you this way. Evaluate your personal buying choice. There may be goods that use children labor or human trafficking. Second is the rescue. Support an organization in your area that fight human trafficking. Your social media to increase awareness of human trafficking. Start opening your mouth and your heart against human trafficking. And the third one is aftercare. Use the match program to support an aftercare facility in your area. We can explain about it later. You can run a supply drive for a local aftercare, women's or homeless shelter. You can donate your time and efforts to local women or homeless shelters. Next slide, please. Lack of sanitation and clean water is the leading killer of the children under the age of 5 worldwide. 35% of the world population doesn't have access to the clean water source, and 2.5 billion people in the world do not have the ability to practice proper sanitation, clean bathroom or latrines, hand washing stations, etc. Clean water and sanitation initiatives support these communities with these fundamental needs. As a support, Healing Hands community has helped to build wells in Kenya, where many kids miss their schools because of waterborne diseases. Healing Hands raised the fund of $8,250 for Salim to build the equipment for drilling and build the wells. Humanitarians in Nepal institute a local water system, ensuring the villagers wouldn't have to worry about the rationing of their drinkable water. Healing Hands helped in the installation of pipelines and taps to make a safe and reliable water resource. To help people of the sanitation, toilets, and hand wash sinks are made. Latrine training program is established to spread awareness. The local health posts provide pre and postnatal care for women, immunization, malaria treatment, and medicine for HIV and other diseases. Next slide, please. Every year, natural disasters kill 90,000 people and affect nearly 160 million people worldwide. Depending on the severity and location of the disaster, communities can spend hundreds of billions of dollars recovering. Disaster relief initiatives support these affected communities in some of their worst times of crisis. A massive explosion in Beirut killed hundreds and wounded thousands. Wellness advocate Anita and Blue Diamond Victoria raised the funds to buy beds, refrigerators, transportation. Now the families have a place to rest and food to eat. In the global pandemic COVID-19, funds were raised to buy personal protective equipment. doTERRA employees assembled 15,000 kits during a 3-day service opportunities to support healthcare workers and first responders. Next slide, please. Nearly 70% of early child deaths are due to conditions that could be prevented or treated with access to simple, affordable interventions, conditions like diarrhea. Women in developing countries are 25 times more likely to die during childbirth than women in developed countries. And about 1 in every 40 people in the world die by suicide. Protecting the physical and emotional health of communities worldwide save lives. There are rising suicidal rates, school shooting, and children are also experiencing high levels of anxiety and depression. Under the Superpowers program, Mom Squad at Home is educated to combat any emotional issues with the children at home. Kids are taught how to recognize, respect, and respond to the power of emotions. For the homeless and parentless children in Uganda, funds were raised for physical and emotional support of the children. In India, near Jaipur, doTERRA gifted lots of essential oils for the people suffering from leprosy and other chronic skin diseases in the leprosy centers. Next slide, please. Nearly 10% of world population lives in extreme poverty, less than $190 per day, and struggles to fulfill basic needs like health, education, and access to clean water and sanitation. Additionally, 56% of primary school age children globally fail to achieve a minimum level of learning, which makes it difficult to get stable jobs as adults. Providing skill training, loan programs, and education opportunities help these individuals up for health and success. Poverty exists because of the lack of education, and to break the cycle of poverty, we need to apply the resources we have been blessed with to impact the lives of those who would benefit from it. Healing Hands Mentor International Center, student can qualify for classes by performing 40 hours of service to his or her community to earn service currency. Thus, they can afford their education. In a refugee camp in Malawi, a hog breeding program is started. It helps them with secure food and income. The people are self-reliant to create wealth and reduce poverty. Next slide, please. Children in the developing countries are 10 times more likely to die before the age of 5 than children in developed countries, overwhelmingly often of preventable diseases. 56% of primary school age children globally fail to achieve a minimum level of learning, and 153 million children worldwide are orphans. Supporting children prepares the next generation of the world's leader. Bringing families together can change the world. Wellness advocate Becky Rogers founded Families, mentoring to reunite families and help them thrive. In Ghana, human trafficking, uneducation, joblessness, financial insecurity, and child abandonment is very common. Most of the men do not support their families. This institute monitors the family status and raises the funds to create a space for them to grow. In the year 2020, a space of 800 square feet was built for cooking and eating. a bathroom, and a playground outside. A Child's Hope Foundation and its assistants fulfill the nutritional and physical needs of children. Healing Hand feels proud to support True Africa by donating nearly 40,000 USD to fund the construction of teachers' living quarters in Uganda. Next slide, please. Globally, 39% of rural girls are unable to attend school, oftentimes because they are fetching water. And women who work invest 90% of their income back into their families. Women in developing countries are also 25 times more likely to die during childbirth than women in developed countries. Empowering women to get an education, pursue a career, and meet their healthcare needs is work worth doing. Healing Hands built a sanctuary, which is a hope center in Syria, where 20,000 locals and Yeti refugees reside. They get education, employment, job security, and a chance to run small businesses for the women. The women get sewing machines and they give healing through creativity, beauty, and empowerment. Hope Center has art, gentle music, and readily available food. Next slide, please. Next slide is a Nepal water project. It's a visual, it's a video. Again, I have chosen this video because it was really touching to my heart when I saw this. You will be surprised to see doTERRA Healing Hands voluntarily doing their job in Nepal and the volunteers' connection with the people, how they're having tears in their eyes and they have opened their hearts to help people for every reason. So I will like Becky to switch on this video, please.
So we are here in the Makwanpur province, high in the mountains of Nepal. And as we drove up from Kathmandu yesterday, you can see the beauty that just surrounds us in this village. We're at about 6,000, 7,000 feet above elevation. When the clouds clear, you can see 20,000 foot peaks of the Himalayas. So this village is just absolutely beautiful. We actually had a dedication of a water project that we're working on this morning. This water project will allow another 400 to 500 families to have access to clean drinking water. Not only that, but they'll be able to use this water to water all of the crops and all of their plants that they are growing here. The trench is actually quite a long ways, close to a mile long, but they'll have to dig that trench to get the water here, and then it'll gravity feed down into the village. As we're working with them hand in hand, it's just amazing to feel the love that we share, even though these people live on the other side of the world. It's like we're brothers and sisters working hand in hand, digging trenches, moving rocks for this water project.
We had an opportunity to put some oils on these women's hands and to be able to connect with these people and feel the hard work on these hands and get some aroma touch, some eucalyptus, some cardamom, some deep blue. And the women really opened up and we really got to bond and have relationships. And I love the gift of touch and the gift of oils because it got to bring us together.
Beyond language, being able to hold someone's hands, look them in the eye, say namaste, I see you. That's a big deal. We don't do it often. We rush by people very quickly, but they stop and pause and see the individual.
Yesterday was my second experience witnessing a Days for Girls event and really raising
opening up the conversation with dignity and respect about menstruation and about being a girl and taking care of ourselves. It was truly just a beautiful moment. I'm so grateful.
Thank you, Becky. That was wonderful. Can you switch on to next slide, please? This is what I mean, the impact of hand massage. And you see, it's very touching because as a therapist, as a healer, I have always experienced that the touch of your hand always touches the heart of the person you're doing it on. So you have the right tools of doTERRA essential oils in your hands, and you can use them appropriately within your families, in the communities, with your friends, to establish a deep connection with them. So go outside and try taking your doTERRA oils with you. Try to touch the lives of the people because it's through the hand massage that you can reach the soul of the people. Thank you. Next slide, please. Healing hands for wellness advocates, very interesting. Our main goal is to help people help themselves. This holds true for wellness advocates grow into humanitarians as well. To do this, we have developed a program that walks you through the process of identifying a project for a nonprofit and reporting on the impact of your project once it's finished. The best part, we will match the funds you raise while participating in the project. So for the wellness advocates, there is a project, there is a match program on the website where you can find all the initials for links for yourself to penetrate in and to participate in. Next slide, please. Here is the 4 steps for how you can apply for this match program. You will see where you will see the website doTERRAhealinghands.org. There you will see apply now. It will ask for your login with your doTERRA ID and password. And then you go to your dashboard. You can do the 4 steps like collaborate, assign your project with a nonprofit organization and connect with the project sponsor. Next step would be apply. You can submit your project proposal with requested matching funds. Next step would be fundraising. Hold a fundraiser. We will match your donations, or doTERRA Healing Hands will match their donations to as much amount of money you will be having, and make a difference. Carry out your project and make a positive difference in the lives of the others. Next slide, please. So in the website, you will see certain other links also, where you can see the availability of Healing Hands website, many videos, testimonials, webinar information, and social media links too. So you can, according to your choice and according to your strength, you can just participate and go inside, which is a beautiful opportunity for wellness advocates to enjoy your journey towards it. Next slide, please. When you search the links and you are inside the match program, there will see many other options also where you can go into more information for your fundraising, go into more information for your donation, into the project of your choice, or you can create any new fundraiser, or there are other options also, which I cannot explain in this video only because there are many versatile opportunities for you. So I would appreciate you to go to the match program and see what is more convenient for you and more easy for you so that you become a part of this family as well. Next slide, please. So when donations come into doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation, where do they go? It's a very good question. So doTERRA Healing Hands donation goes to co-impact sourcing projects, a project which Jesse already had discussed with you last week. It goes to the corporate partners, it goes to the wellness advocate partner project. So there are 3 major projects that you can see there. So co-impact sourcing is responsible for outsourcing doTERRA essential oils that create maturity, beneficial partnership in underprivileged areas around the world. Corporate partners, you can go with the mentors because they are, you can see it's a beautiful example where they are giving the reusable feminine hygiene kits to the women. And also they have some operations undergoing for railroad or human trafficking, which we have already discussed. And Wellness Advocate Partner Project members can participate with the foundation in matching campaign fundraising to support their own local and international projects. So you can raise any project and you can discuss that with Healing Hands dōTERRA Foundation. Next slide, please. Guys, we are here to change the world, and the world actually needs a change now. With every purchase, changes the growers' lives and their communities for the better. Learn how the oils you are using are changing lives through dōTERRA's co-impacting sourcing and Healing Hands initiative. So this is a very good initiative that you can introduce in your lives and start a new thing for you, and you can bring a change and transformation in the communities and the areas around you. Thank you so much. Do you have any questions?
See, JC, are there any questions in the chat?
No, I haven't seen any. There was like only Imna Samla who mentioned that at some point it was like she was like one slide behind as per like the what we were able to see, but I think you fixed it. So there was like no questions. Anyone who has any question, let me go ahead. Nimisha, Becky, and I, we are here. We can answer to the best of our knowledge. Oh, and also Mr. Larry, sorry, because he's sitting next to Becky. They both also can answer questions. He's like redirecting to Becky, but he can also answer questions.
You know, we had the opportunity to talk to the gentleman from the Operation Underground Railroad, the OUR project, and he's a retired ex Navy SEAL. Oh. And he's remarkable. He, being a Navy SEAL with the United States Armed Forces, he saw a lot of human trafficking happening, so he retired and went into this project, and he has so much support all over the world. It's just incredible.
Becky, your voice is very low. Please speak loudly.
Okay.
Or come close to the mic.
Close to the mic. Well, I am close to the mic, but that's okay. I just was sharing about the Operation Underground Railroad. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhat better.
Good, good. And it's that gentleman that was talking is a retired Navy SEAL from the Armed Forces, United States Armed Forces, and he's an incredible person. You can Google Operation Underground Railroad, and you'll see him breaking into homes and rescuing children, and stories that it's just incredible to watch. Some of these videos are just really heartwarming and just incredible. You know, one of the things that a lot of people join dōTERRA is because of the Healing Hands Foundation. So many of us feel like we're not able to make a difference, but together you can buy oils and you can make a difference, one oil at a time. And it's just a nice way to actually even sign up for one of these projects and go out and help dig wells and help do these things. I mean, you guys are so close to Nepal. It's easy for you to help with some of these places. And even in India, there's so many wonderful programs and projects. We have a member, her name is Sunita, who she's doing the Days for Girls project here in India. And so she's also looking for support and helping doing classes for the young girls as they get of age. And so it's interesting. So good job. I just thought that the slide presentation was wonderful. Good job. I think everybody just really enjoyed it. And yeah.
Yeah, it was very good. It was.
Anything to share, Larry?
Yeah, no, I love that. You know, just because you need to, you know, bring some light and some information about that in dōTERRA, because you know, many of us don't share that often, and or really know in depth what Healing Hands does and how much they provide and how we can participate in it.
Yeah, we're really lucky, you guys, because we have Matthew and Suzanne, and when you join and do those projects, they are looking for a sponsor, and that sponsor needs to be a diamond level. And so Suzanne and Matthew and and Natalie, they all sign off on those very readily. So if you have a project that you want to raise money for, it's just really great to get started on those. It gives you a cause, it gives you a purpose. And one of the things you said is the purpose of life is living a life of purpose.